Armello is one of those games I kind of fell in love with before I really started playing it. The obvious reason to love it at first sight is the graphics, artwork, animation, landscape, just everything you really look at. I'd never really heard of Armello before it arrived in my indie box this December, but now that I've started playing it, I can't really stop playing or stop loving it for that sake. Armello is essentially a board game on PC. It's way cooler than it sounds, trust me. The story of the game is that the king of Armello has been infested with this sickness thing, taint, whatever, called the rot, and it's the player's task to secure their place as the new ruler of Armello. And you can do that in a handful of ways. I'll talk about that. There's three main ways to win a round of Armello. You can either cure the king of the rot by collecting 4 spirit stones and giving them to him, collect prestige by killing other players or AI creatures, and wait it out until the king dies and you automatically assume the position of king, or just straight up murder the king. The game is turn-based, divided into day and night, and certain characters have advantages in night and daytime. At the start of every day turn, you draw cards from 3 different decks: spells, items, and trickeries. The different cards can be cast for a cost of gold, which is collected by entering villages and claiming them. Item spells can be stuff like shields, armor, and weapons, which you can equip for an equip cost. Spells can be cast for magic, this game's version of mana, and trickeries, which can be cast for wits. The armor and weapons give you a bonus in battle, and they can be stuff like being able to block 1 or 2 attacks, or attack 1 or 2, maybe even 3 more times, because you lock in that because of the armor and weapons you have equipped, which makes battle feel like less random and less left up to chance and more strategy heavy, which I like a lot. You have 8 characters to choose from, but only 4 of these characters are explored or fleshed out in any way, which is understandable since this is a turn-based RPG/strategy game, and the characters' personalities are already shown through the playstyles they support, and a long convoluted backstory is kinda unnecessary in a board game. All the different characters also have different stats on magic, wits, and body, which is this game's health bar. For example, the paladin-esque mouse Barnaby, which is adorable by the way, has 10 body but not as much wits or magic as the other characters, and Zasha the thief rat has loads of wits and a bit of magic, but only 5 body and a perk that makes her invisible whenever she enters a forest tile. This allows the player to choose their playstyle and customize it to pretty much whatever they want to do, and it makes everything a lot more fun and feel a lot more strategizing than it would without it. I like that a lot. I'll come back to the combat system now. I'm just going to start off by saying that I personally like it. It's fun. It's exciting. Even though it feels random, it always keeps you on the edge of your seat, and it's just good fun. However, I see how people may have issues with it. The entire system is based on dice rolls, and the amount of dice you have varies from character to character, with variables like equipped items and bonuses. Both you and your enemy roll their dice at the same time, and the attacking party obviously does damage first. However, there's no combat mechanic, which means that if your enemy rolled 3 attack, you're on 1 HP, and you only rolled 2 defense, you're dead. There's no way to come back from that. Even if your enemy is on 2 HP and you rolled 4 attack, you're both dead. I'd like to see some sort of combat mechanic that keeps both of the parties from dying in those situations, which, by the way, are surprisingly fucking common. Rolling attack is also way more common than rolling defense or any of the other possible rolls, which is another thing I'd love to see fixed or altered sometime. You can also burn the cards you have in your hand to lock in a dice with the symbol on the upper left of the card, which is super helpful at times and makes all cards feel like they're worth something. I've also read a few complaints from people online that matches can be long, and yeah, they can last for several hours. But personally, I've never really experienced anything like that. I think I was in a 1-hour match once. Like, it gets long, but it's turn-based, so you can go piss in the middle of it, I don't care. So, like, I'm assuming that those people online just got caught in a match with someone that was AFK or just some slow asshole. I don't know. Also, I have to talk, like, quickly about the artwork in this game. I personally am a firm believer that video games can be great without necessarily having good graphics at all. But I can't deny that sometimes when playing around with Armello, I just kind of stop up and look at the animations, the artwork, the landscapes. It's all just really beautiful. I really, really like it. And I don't know, it's kind of spellbinding. I love it. It's kind of adventure-ish, like fairy tale. It's like Trying to. It's probably why I like it so much. It's like Trying to. I'm gonna have to review Trying to now. All in all, Armello is a really fun pastime. It offers tons of customization, and it's just really fun. You can strategize your moves however you want, which is great, and the combat system is flawed. I hope they'll fix that at some point, but it's fine. It's fun. It's flawed, but it's fun. Armello gets a good vidya out of 10. That's an 8 out of 10. It's kind of like that Game of Thrones board game. Just good.